Hey guys, Jebediah Brompton here. I'm feeling a little sick, so I have bronchitis again. So I think I'm gonna have to take antibiotics, but I saw something where taking too much antibiotics is bad for you. So I'm gonna create the world's most healthiest smoothie today, or at least my version of it, my rendition of it. So here we go. I'm gonna call it Jeb's Elixir. So let's make Jeb's Elixir. Step 1, the base. So we're gonna use the base from like a locally sourced cow, i.e. I have a cow in my backyard, just in case you guys didn't know. So I take its milk, which is unpasteurized, by the way, because I think the bacteria is gonna get killed off in the blending process anyways. So I just milk the cow real quick to get a little pint of milk, and then I put it in the pitcher. Step 1, section 2. So this is actually a health tip. The blades, whether they're serrated or not, of the blender, if they spin fast enough, which they will in a blender, they're gonna slice through the bacteria and all the bad cells that can make you sick. So there's no need to pasteurize your milk or put in, filtered water or anything like that. It's basic science, so I just thought you guys would know. Step 2, I would say, Step 2, I would say add some fruits. Everyone likes a little fruits, so I like to add mango chunks and frozen berries, assorted berries. Step 3, of course, you gotta have to add your veggies for fiber and, that vitamin, whatever vitamins they have, I don't really know. Of course, you don't have to wash your carrots or spinach either, because all the dirt particles and the bad bacteria from the soil, it's gonna get chopped up by the serrated blades. Okay, so now we're on to flavoring. In my opinion, this is the best part of the protein shake. Oh, I wouldn't say it's a protein shake, but of my healthiest, the Brompton Elixir, so to speak, Jeb's Elixir. So in flavoring, you have to be very careful with this and be very precise, because if you go over, then disastrous outcomes will be realized, so to speak. So you take Morton's salt, which is uniodized, by the way. I don't believe in iodine. I think iodine is like, if you can't pronounce it correctly, then why would you put it in your food? So you have to take uniodized salt, Morton's salt, as pictured, and you have to pull the tab all the way open and quickly turn it upside down into the pitcher and count for 2 Mississippi seconds. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then that should be exactly enough salt to be put into your shake, your health shake, health smoothie. And then to balance out all the salt, we need to put in a little bit of sweetness. So I personally put in 4 Mississippi seconds of Hershey's artificial strawberry syrup. So you want to squeeze it as hard as you can, and for 4 Mississippi seconds, just pour as much as you can in there. So that should really balance out your smoothie, and it should give you a nice slushy type kind of like consistency from all the salt. But it should also taste like a lot like strawberry, and it shouldn't taste too sweet because the salt balances out the sweetness, but it should taste decently sweet. And now for the most important step, protein. Okay, so we have to take up this, you have to put in this exact type of protein powder. It's called First Form Nut Butter, and it has 10 grams of protein. I think protein powders with like 24 grams or 40 grams per scoop is not very good for you, because once again, if you can't pronounce the ingredients correctly, then why put it in at all? So since I can pronounce 10 grams better than I can pronounce 20 grams, then I'm gonna put in nut butter then, because it makes sense. So we need to put in 1 scoop of nut butter, and then 2 scoops of superhuman pre-workout Grapezilla flavor. You need to put 2 scoops of that to get your 6,400 milligrams of beta-alanine in there. So that should really spice things up and make it a little bit spicy for you afterwards. You should feel a nice tingle, a nice tingle in your face. And last step, before we all mix it together in your blender, you need to add some peels. So orange peels and banana peels. It's good fiber. I forgot. You can't forget the little kick. Okay, I like to add ShopRite's club soda because that has the correct ratio of bubbles. But you know, that little kick, that's something that it's just to die for. I would highly recommend adding about 1 Mississippi seconds worth of club soda into your health shake. And then now we're going to put the top on and we're going to blend until failure. So basically blending until failure, much like the gym term. So a lot of you guys don't know I work out, but I do. So much like the gym term, repping until failure, it basically means you got to blend until your blender fails. Okay, so until you smell like burning plastic and smoke emanating from the base of your blender, and it's like a little hot to touch, actually a really hot to touch, then you know that your smoothie's done. Okay, so after that, you're gonna need to strain it because there's gonna be some radioactive kind of isotopes that are gonna surface, and I'll go more into that later. Actually, it's a really cool find, but you're gonna want to strain it so you have a nice, smooth, yet chunky little concoction. So you're going to use a 50 mesh strainer because you want to get some of the little chunks, and then just enjoy. I have a part 2 and a part 3 to this smoothie thing and the applications of of how you can use it. So stay tuned for that. But as for now, jeb out.